Welcome to this special bonus episode of Talk Commerce. On April 8th, 2022, Wagento organized and hosted an unconference in Orlando, Florida. I had the pleasure of interviewing each of the sponsors at the event. I would encourage you to visit and learn more about what each does. I'm also happy to announce the Talk Commerce newsletter called Platforms. I'll be covering news from the major commerce platforms as well as technologies that are related to e-commerce. I will also have an Entrepreneur's Corner to share some experiences that other entrepreneurs are going through. I would encourage you to sign up today at talkcommerce.com. The first issue comes out on June 1st. Over the next 9 weeks, you'll enjoy interviews from SwiftOtter, SalesLater, Image Engine, Clayvu, WebScale, Nexus, Adobe, JetRails, and Celigo. Each of these sponsors showed up to the event and participated in the unconference. And now, Talk Commerce, live from Unconference, Florida. All right, welcome to this special Talk Commerce Unconference edition. And I have Álvaro Verdoy from SalesLater. Álvaro, tell us a little about what you do day to day and tell us something about SalesLater.
Yeah, thank you, Brent. So I am CEO and co-founder of the company. We've been in the product information management space for a few years already, and what we do is helping companies to manage their product information in a much easier way so they can provide a better buying experience with better product content. So we are a solution intended for marketing people that don't know exactly what is a database. We allow them to manage quite a complex database that can be a product catalog, and with very cool integrations that make all the setup and the governance of the PIM much easier.
So PIM is new to some people. For I think people in the enterprise space are probably more used to the term. So tell us a little bit, what is the point of a PIM and why would anybody ever want it?
Yeah, PIM is quite an old topic, usually more related to master data management. Lately, the PIM has become one of the most important pieces for digital transformation and e-commerce. So being very broad on this definition, in the 90s, digital transformation was about ERP. In the 2000s, 2010, it was more about CRM. And today, many digital transformation projects, especially on the manufacturing side and brand side, involves PIM. So we are helping companies to manage that increasing complexity on the product information, because the life cycle of the products is much shorter today. There are many more products also. The customer wants to know it all before making their buying decision. And also there are more and more sales channels. And that involves more and more people involved on enriching the product content. So we are that single source of truth, that solution where everyone in the company can enrich and collaborate to offer better product content.
And probably one of the best use cases for a PIM is if you have multiple channels that you would like to put that same content or similar content onto. So maybe just as we have a few minutes here, maybe explain, if you could briefly, how a merchant would take advantage if they had maybe different web stores and a POS and a catalog.
The main value that we offer to our customers, and the first one, is to have a place where they know that there's the latest product data available, and then they can work collaboratively on that. That's, in my opinion, the most important value for PIM. Then about integration and syndication to other channels, it's also important. And in that case, it's not just about having different websites, but also having the possibility to share that data with third parties. Those third parties being salespeople in the company, could be other customers, could be other companies, could be procurement teams. And what a modern PIM allows you is not just to store your product data in one single place, but also gives you a lot of flexibility and options to integrate the data in different manners, through plugins, through APIs, to create some output files in Excel, in CSV, to syndicate that content into other platforms. So modern PIMs are more an all-in-one solution, while traditional solutions normally are more about the database. But then when it comes to the integrations, you need to, for custom-made solutions, you need to deal with many APIs. You need a lot of IT around that kind of integration.
And so Sales Layer is a SaaS solution. So, it's easy to connect to a number of different platforms, right?
Yes, correct. We offer many integrations. So, of course, you can always build your own using our APIs and our SDKs. But also we offer direct integrations with solutions like Magento. We have a plugin for Magento and an extension. For Shopify or BigCommerce, we have direct API integration. We have also integration with Amazon vendor, because normally with vendors than with sellers. We have also integrations with Salesforce CRM. We have integrations with some B2B platforms and procurement platforms. So it's the perfect tool set for a marketing team, especially in B2B companies that are doing that transition to direct to consumer. So they need to deal with the channels and the complexity of the old world of the B2B, a bit more traditional before, but also the new world. They want to have also their products available on Amazon vendor or on their e-commerce. So helping them with that transition, because B2B is more B2C than ever today.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. So there's really nobody, I'll back up and say this one more time, like everybody could use a PIM, and it helps that sales channel and the marketing channel to put all that information, make it beautiful, enrich it as you said, and get it to the end point in which you want to sell something.
Correct. In the end, it's especially for companies and teams that have at least 1,000 SKUs. The more SKUs, if you have 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, more than 1 million, you need a PIM for sure. It could be if you have many SKUs, if you don't have that many SKUs, but your SKUs, because of the nature of the product, are very complex, have many attributes, many specifications, or because you have many people involved on enriching that content, or because you are integrating that data with many different channels. So any of these variables are indicators of whether you need a PIM and how much it can help you on optimizing processes and offering a better experience to your customers. That is what really matters today.
Great. And have you ever been to an unconference before?
My first time.
Excellent. Good. Thank you so much. Sales Layer was a kind sponsor for Unconference US, and I thank you for all your support.
Thank you. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you again for listening. My name is Brent Peterson, and it has been a pleasure to be your host today. Please sign up for our newsletter platforms at talk-commerce.com. Rate and subscribe to Talk Commerce wherever you download your podcasts. New shows out every week.